Peace, peace, family. This video right here is about the Today Show and their faulty, reveal of what Nefertiti's supposed to look like. And, of course, they made her look exactly as she was not, which is a Caucasian woman. Now, with that being said, before we go in on the Today Show, we have to go in on the original, which is also a fake, so let's say the unoriginal Nefertiti bust that they allegedly found, okay? And that they're propagating and pushing as the image of Nefertiti. Now, this image of Nefertiti that we all see, people got it tattooed, it's on shirts, it's on jewelry, pendants, all kind of things. This image is not real either. Now, I can't get the name of the European, but somebody out there go get it. I don't know why it can't come to my mind right now. But that image of Nefertiti was actually made in honor of one of those, Caucasian entities in Europe who was a crusader. It was made in honor of his mother. Now, I don't know why, for the life of me, his mother's name won't come to my mind. But the image of Nefertiti was made in her image, okay? And so I learned this so long ago that I literally goddamn can't even get her name because that's how far back in my brain it is. And so I wish that y'all would have knew this all these years too. And so that being said, go look that up. Now, on top of that, the image is the entire bust that is in the museum right now is fake, okay? Now, when y'all get to saying, oh, Pharaoh, how you know it's fake, blah, 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 it's been proven through radiology and CAT scans. Okay, when you do a CAT scan, and they've done it, it's been fucking done already. When they did a CAT scan on the goddamn bust, it revealed that the face that you see of the Caucasoid female was actually fictitiously created out of plaster, and there's a whole other face under there that reveals a black woman and has Africanoid or Negroid features. And so, with that being said, they done found the head of a black woman and literally plastered and chiseled a whole nother face on her. Now, we know that this is not some magical shit that is foreign to Caucasians doing to black people's work of art, because they did it to the Sphinx. The Sphinx originally was a face of a black woman, okay? Not a black man, a black woman. No minis did not help found Egypt. No Khufu and Khafre did not build the Great Pyramid and the Great Sphinx. It was already there. And yes, when it was already there, the face of a black woman was on the body of that lion that we call the Sphinx. And what they did was they chiseled down the cheeks to make them, less Negroid. And they artificially forged a beard on her face. And the beard broke off. This is why the bottom of the chin looks like that. And a piece of the beard is actually in the British Museum right now. You can go look it up. So when I tell you that Egypt was a matriarch society, understand this. Because just to jump off topic, you got books like the Bible where they say Moses was learned in all the knowledge of Egypt. He studied there for 40 years. Well, why would Moses write a book saying that motherfucking Eve came from Adam if he learned all the knowledge of Egypt where the black woman was God? Why would he write a book that was the total opposite of that? But getting back on point, okay, because all of this ties in together. Because Egyptology is fictitious. It is a fictitious foundation for religion. Egyptology is not real. 90% of that shit never happened. Live with it. The Egyptian hieroglyphics have not been deciphered. Live with it. And so with that being said, getting back on point, the Nefertiti head that's in the museum belongs in the fucking garbage. Okay? Now, there's a guy by the name of Sean Greenhouse, okay, who is a professional, frauder. And what he does, and he's world renowned. He's frauded people all around the world with fake sculptures. And he even sold one of his sculptures for 6 figures to a museum. That's how nice he is, okay? That a museum bought into his fictitious creation. And Sean Greenhoff, okay, when this, renowned world sculptor of fictitious artifacts, viewed the Nefertiti bust, he himself agreed that it was a fake, okay? And immediately called out the plaster on the goddamn face, okay? Which is false, because I want to say this. This is how you always know when they find some fake shit, okay? And they want to use it. Why you never find duplicates of what would be considered a standard of creation. See, when you go to Egypt, they have a standard blueprint for how they create structures. Now, all of a sudden, they went off of their own blueprint and went out their way to use plaster and all kind of other chemicals that they didn't use to create the head of a white woman. Just like that Rosetta Stone. The Egyptians did all of this chiseling and chiseling and writing in a certain manner and sculpting in a certain manner, and now magically they just break a piece of goddamn slab off of another piece that's non-existent and has never been found in a form of slab that they don't even use. The damn Rosetta Stone has never even been scientifically tested to be proven if it's even authentic. See, y'all gotta stop going for shit. That's just like with that Piltdown man that they was using back in the day, where they taught that shit for 40 years in school. Okay, and you hear Seti say this all the time. They taught that publicly for 40 years, trying to pass that off as a form of science. And when it finally got scientifically tested, it was fake. They always passing off fake relics and artifacts publicly to try to make themselves seem like the dominant intellectuals. And so that being said, this Nefertiti bus head is no different. But the point I want to make is this, right? Because now that we done ran down on the Nefertiti bus, let's run down on the Today Show. Now, we don't control the media, which means we don't control what they say. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem if the media lies to me, because I'm not lying to me. I don't have to watch it. Y'all watch the shit. But, you know, that being said, speaking on the Today Show, white people, I just want to say this to y'all. This is the problem with y'all motherfuckers, man. Because y'all wake up every day and y'all start shit. And what I mean by starting shit is, what the fuck makes you think that you can come in somebody else's culture and put your motherfucking face on it? If we in school and you write out an essay, and I erase your name off the goddamn paper and put mine on there and get credit for it and pass, and then you fail and I give you mine, how mad would you be? And not only do you fail, bitch, you gotta repeat this grade over. Bitch, I'm graduating and going to college. You gotta do senior year in high school over. How mad would you be? Because if you be upset, now multiply that by 5 quadrillion, quintillion, motherfucking chameleon times how we feel as far as what y'all have done in our history. Y'all have put y'all face on every last one of our motherfucking accomplishments and act like you don't know you're doing it. And so the Today's Show is shameful for what they've done, because you knew. First of all, let me tell you why Nefertiti couldn't have been white. She was a queen or a wife of Akhenaten. Now Akhenaten, even ending in the word Aten, means sun and light. And we know that Aten was ushered out by the Amen, or the Amenhood, okay, and Amen meaning hidden. This is why in Christianity you say amen or amen, because that means hidden, okay, because it was converted to you hiding the signs from yourself. We know that Masons like to keep knowledge hidden, okay, and in Egypt, the order of light, which was Aten, was forced out so that the Amen priest could come bring in darkness, okay, but outside of that, the point I'm trying to make is Akhenaten was a sun motherfucking deity. Sun. Solar worship. The whole point of religion is to get you off of solar worship. Now here's the question. At what point in time could the wife of Akhenaten, okay, because y'all like to say Egyptians worship the sun. We didn't worship the sun. We understood how the sun interacted with us biologically, just like it interacts with plants, okay? Plants have chlorophyll, okay? We have what you call neuromelanin. Plants have magnesium in their blood. We have hemoglobin in ours. If we were to switch them two chemicals, we would not have chlorophyll, and plants will have the melanin or carbon content that we have, okay? So we have the exact same chemical makeup as plants. The only two differences in the blood, okay, is the hemoglobin and the magnesium. And so that being said, the Egyptians understood this, and they performed what is called human photosynthesis. Now, in order to perform human photosynthesis, your body, okay, the melanocytes produced in the melanosomes of the epidermis layer of your skin, which is the top layer of your skin, okay, has to be able to perform what you call ultra-fast internal conversion. And this is where you take the radio waves from the sun, okay, and the ultraviolet rays from the sun, and your body distributes 99.9% of that energy evenly throughout itself. so that you don't become radioactive and develop cancer. Now, Caucasians cannot perform this. This is why y'all are getting cancer. SkinCancer.org said that every 57 minutes, one Caucasian drops dead from sun cancer. And so here's the question. How could NEFERTITI be a deity? Okay, because she's called the sun goddess. Go look it up. Akhenaten, they call him the sun god, and they call Nefertiti the sun goddess. How the fuck could a white woman be the goddamn sun goddess when you can't even go to the park today? So we don't even need history. We just need present day observation. That's like me calling myself the motherfucking king, the Aqua King. Bitch, I can't even swim. How the fuck I'm the Aqua King and I can't even swim? So you know I lied about my history. Motherfucker, I wasn't in Atlantis. That's for goddamn sure. And so that being said, white people, you were not in Egypt. Just face it. Face it. Face it. Face it. Motherfuckers, goddamn, get off our wave. Period. And I want to make this point clear. Because you might say, Pharaoh, well, why is it so important? Why you're making a connection between a white woman and the sun deity? I'll tell you why. No white religion or spiritual system has ever been based upon solar worship. Okay? When you go to Greece, who's the head god? Zeus. Okay? God of rage, thunder, lightning. Okay? When you go to motherfucking Nordic culture, Celtic culture, when you're dealing with the Vikings, they don't deal with sun gods. They deal with Thor, Odin, all of these gods of rage. This is who Jesus, in his image, is plastered off of. Thor, Odin, Serapis. Okay? And so that being said, all of these Greek cultures are known for three things. Having gods who are always full of rage, and they're always gods of thunder, and being founded in homosexuality and pedophilia. And so what you're not going to do is bring that shit over here to Egypt and try to put your face on our shit. Because even when you look at Greek history, it's all made up. Greeks didn't even have papers to write with. So how were they scholars and they couldn't even document? They didn't even have fucking notepads to document their alleged findings. Period. And so that being said, Socrates, Plato, none of these people ever even existed. And so not only did y'all make up y'all own history, you got the nerve to come over here to our shit and put your face on it. And then twist our shit. And you talking about you deciphered the Egyptian hieroglyphics. No, you didn't. That's a complete lie. Egyptology is nothing more than fictitious lies created to open the door for religion. Because everybody, and I said this in my Egyptology lecture, and I want to put this on the map. Me and Cyrus Sumanseti have kicked the door down and coming out with exposing the falsehoods of Egypt. And when you study Egypt, all of the structures and buildings in Egypt are 10 to 20,000 years older than the people accredited to building them. Which means 95% of what you learned in Egyptology or about Egypt is a lie. And it's only created and set up to open the doorway for religion. The Egyptian hieroglyphics can no way be attached to the Phoenician alphabet because the Phoenician alphabet came out around 1050 BC. So how can something that came out around 1050 BC be used to construct and decipher, okay, or be used as a gateway to languages that will be used to construct and decipher languages that are literally 40, 50,000 years older than it? You can't do that. So with that being said, Egyptology is a lie. Nefertiti was never white. And the truth of the matter is, the ideograms and the hieroglyphs on the pyramids are nothing more than gateways to information that is unlocked through cymatic frequencies once they reach a certain level in the DNA. So, literally, if it's not in you, it's not in you. And so, no non-descendant or of the mitochondria Eve gene can go and unlock this information. Period. Okay? Only a certain people with a certain genetic chromosome sequence will be able to have their subconscious minds unlocked upon viewing the hieroglyphs in a certain manner. And so that being said, white people have never, ever, ever been able to fully penetrate ancient Egypt, and they never will. And so now here's more proof on why Nefertiti wouldn't have been white. Outside of history and science, we're going to deal with common sense today. Why would Alexander the Great have to invade a civilization and conquer a people if they were already his people? Huh? Why would he do that? Why would he come and conquer the white Egyptians and burn down his own goddamn libraries of knowledge? Okay? But white people today, if you was allegedly the Egyptians, why don't you know how you did shit that you allegedly saying you did? If you come in my motherfucking house right now, I know how to work this camera. So if you break this motherfucking camera, 100 years later, I'll be able to tell you how I used it. It don't matter if I still have possession of it anymore. And so the mere fact that Caucasian people, okay, claim that they were over there, why are you searching for so many answers in the same civilization that you saying you built? Bitch, because you didn't build it, ho, or you would know. And so that being said, why did Alexander the Great, who was white, have to come conquer a white civilization? Why wouldn't they just have to welcome him with open arms? Why did the Ptolemies, because the P is silent, why did the Ptolemies, okay, have to come and force the black African priest to make him a deity called Serapis, which became Soter, which means Savior, who became Serapis, who became Jesus Christ today? Why did he have to force himself to become a god in a civilization that was already white? That's because it wasn't white, assholes. And so what's happening is y'all are being culture vultures, okay? And y'all are being demonic. See, not only are you ashamed of your own history, but you will willfully claim the history of somebody else that's not yours. But I'm gonna tell you who the most shame should go to. Black people. I'm gonna tell you why it should go to black people. Because would nobody else be able to claim your culture if you was claiming your own culture? And I don't want nobody to just get stuck on Egypt. We've been all around this goddamn planet. From the Americas, Australia, South Americas, Antarctica. We was everywhere. But since we talking about Egypt, that is a part of our history as well. But you want to be a fucking blood. You want to be a fucking Crip. You want to be a fucking Christian. A fucking stupid ass Muslim. You want to be all of this dumbass shit. You want to be a feminist. Now you want to help the fucking LGBT, whatever the fuck they call community. You want to help all of these weak ass organizations when all you got to do is claim your historical foundation and presence on this planet since beyond what the human mind can even grasp as in the form of what we call memory. And so that being said, you don't want to claim that. And so now you leave the door open for other people to claim it. See, y'all niggas over here talking about Egypt. Do y'all know they over there destroying shit right now? By the time niggas get back to Egypt, bitch, it won't be no Egypt. They taking whole fucking structures out of there. Literally, they're lifting whole obelisks and bringing them to their countries. They're defacing, artifacts. They're defacing paintings and pictures on the wall. They're chiseling out women faces off the wall trying to get rid of the matriarch to this day. So by the time you take your dumb ass over there after you realize the black woman is God, bitch, it won't be no motherfucking Egypt to return to. Because you done allowed these people to claim your shit in your face and destroy it not even behind your back. Destroy it in your face while you got your eyes closed. And so with that being said, I don't expect nothing more from the Today Show or any white media outlet for that matter, because they're the ones controlling the minds of people through the media. And so it is their duty to keep their image as the number one image worshipped. And so, this is when they unveiled that head, that was nothing more than psychological warfare. It didn't upset me. But the point is, the fact that you don't know, okay, is the reason why they could even do that. Because do you think that they would have did that shit if they knew that the majority of the masses understood that Egypt was not a white civilization? And see, you have a lot of people who know this, but you have even more who don't. You have people who walk around right now and will tell you, oh, they had a tan. They look black like that because they had a tan. You have so much ignorance going on. This is just like black people in college who claiming that they fucking alpha, beta, and kappa. Nigga, that's Greek. And so you get mad at white people for claiming your culture, but what the fuck you do? You go to their shit and claim theirs. And the only reason that you mad, okay, that they're doing that is because you don't understand why they're doing that. But my thing is, it's all about stirring up the community. You see, not only did white people do it, when did they do it? When did they do it? On Black History Month. on Black History Month? How you gonna unveil the sun goddess, goddess who reveres the sun, who absorbs sunlight frequency, as a non-melanated being in the month of history that's dedicated to melanated beings? That's like going up to a plant and telling the plant, do you know who the god of photosynthesis is? And bringing out a fucking steak. Fucking crazy. A white woman as the sun goddess? Y'all crazy. And it's not about racism. This is about biological facts. White people, you go to the beach every day and that sun tear your ass apart. And so you know deep down in your heart, you ain't built no motherfucking pyramids. You know deep down in your heart, you didn't create no motherfucking spiritual system which reveres the sun. Because the sun has been your number one natural enemy since you came out the womb. Motherfucker, I don't got gills. I can't breathe underwater. Why would I create a religion that's dedicated to underwater life? I don't know what that's like. White people, you do not know what that motherfucking sun life is like. You do not live in the sun. This is why you haven't penetrated Africa to the core. Because that sun tears your ass apart. That's the only thing that has saved African people to this day, is the fact that you literally cannot physically conquer Africa your goddamn self because it's too fucking hot. And so you use money to manipulate all of the leaders over there to go against each other. Period. Your presence is not felt nowhere where that sun is at. That's the only fucking place you safe from Caucasian invaders, is wherever it's hot at. But you're still not safe because they dollar can go there too. And wherever they dollar go, just like it's dead people on that dollar, it becomes dead people wherever that dollar go. And so after you escape them by the equator, now you gotta escape them by the motherfucking artificial matrix system that they created underneath fiat currency. And so, with that being said, the Nefertiti head itself is fake as hell. Y'all done took y'all done sculpted and plastered a white woman face on top of a black woman. Okay? That's highly fucking disrespectful. Somebody should go to fucking jail for that. Okay, I'm pretty sure that that's illegal. I can't just go to the goddamn museum and find a fucking Mona Lisa painting and fucking paint Asada Shakur on her face with an afro and pass it off as the fucking Mona Lisa. Okay? So y'all should go to fucking jail. All of the whole British Museum should be wrapped up by the fucking feds, and y'all should go to jail for defacing people's shit. Okay? But that's not yours. Okay? It's called fucking theft. Y'all have over 14 million artifacts that y'all got out of Egypt alone. Egypt was not a Caucasian society. That is called theft, motherfucker. If I go to the fucking the Vatican right now and walk in that church and start stealing all them gay-ass pedophilic statues and bringing them back to my house and charging people money to see them, okay, I'm going to go to jail for theft. So why you don't go to jail for theft, motherfucker? Oh, I forgot, because not only do you get to break the law, you write the motherfucker too. And then you gonna get on fucking TV and try to pass my shit off back to me as if you did it. Bitch, you gonna steal my work, erase my name off, write your motherfucking name on there, and then get an A, and then come back to me and tell me, look, bro, I got an A+, you should study more. Bitch, I did study. That's my shit, bitch. And so with that being said, family, being upset about the Nefertiti head is pointless and is meaningless. Okay? Because that's what it's for. That's why they unveiled it during Black History Month. To get niggas rowdy, because they got some shit they finna do, more than likely, where they want niggas to be distracted from. And we know one thing about black people are overly emotional, easily distracted, and not only do they get mad at shit, all you gotta do is wait them out, and they'll forget the shit happened. Okay? And so it is vital that we understand that what they put out is for nothing more than the means of psychological warfare. And once you understand that, you can actually start fighting back. Because if you're not fighting in the war, you have no chance of winning it. And this is a spiritual war first, a physical war second. And with that being said, family, I love y'all. Peace.